Hi everyone, I'm Esther.
Hello, I'm Sarah.
And I'm V.
And in today's podcast, we'll be looking at the first episode of the Hornblower series, which is An Even Chance. So, V, do you want to tell us what we're going to start to talk about?
Yes, so first we will talk about our favorite scenes. Um, and so maybe, Sarah, you can start. What's your favorite scene at each
Yes,
scene?
one of my favorite scene is this one with the compass. I really like this scene because Horatio is so sassy but still brave, and I really like the reaction of the French man. It's very funny. Yes, and I also love to see the last scene when Pellew shot on Simpson. It's also one of my favorite. And this was also the moment when I start to like Pellew more. At the beginning, it was okay for me, but at this scene, I really like him.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
well, that's cool. What about you, Esther?
Yeah, I think the scene when Horatio says fish for it and he drops the compass in the sea is like my favorite scene in that first episode, probably. And I like it when he also first comes aboard on the ship and he meets Archie because I don't know, I think that's like like a really big significant moment in their like friendship. Yeah, that's my favorite. What
No,
about you, V?
I, well, yeah, no, I agree with you because it's also say for Archie and Horatio meeting. We have no idea what, unless you read the books, what's going to happen in the future. But then thinking back and looking, um, like rewatching the episode, you really see that it is significant. But then its significance is revealed as the episodes progress. But yeah, for my favorite scene, it is when he doesn't shoot Simpson. And we
Mm.
all know what kind of character he is, Simpson is. But the fact that Horatio didn't just reveals like snippets of his character and how he's maturing or his thoughts and things he believes in.
Not worth a powder.
And so, yeah, no, that's really nice because then it gives us a glimpse of what what he's like and his character.
Yeah, I think that's really important scene as well because it like sets you up with his character for like the rest of the series. So like you know how he's
Mm.
like.
So, about characters, who is our favorite characters in the episode and why? So, Sarah, get us
Okay,
started.
my favorite in this episode is Horatio, because I think he's very cute and sometimes so unsure what to do, but he still keep a cool head in difficult situations. And I also love Archie, of course. He didn't appear a lot in this episode, but I think he's very cute and kind and also funny. And I also love Clayton. I know he isn't in the books, but I really like how he helps Horatio at the beginning with the cool and everything. And I think he will be a good friend and he didn't die, but yes, he died, and it's very sad. It was one of the saddest scene in this episode when he died. And I also like Pellew. He's not my favorite in this episode, but he's a very fair captain, and yes, I really like him.
Yes, I think one of the people you said is one of my favorite characters. But what about you, Esther?
Yeah, I think Horatio is definitely my favorite character, but then like there are so many other characters in especially the first episode that stand out a lot, like Pellew as well. Like I think he's got such a strong personality. And I guess in the first episode he doesn't have like the biggest I guess friendship with Horatio, but it definitely progresses throughout the series. But yeah, I think Horatio's probably got to be my favorite character because he's so like sweet and he's smart. But yeah, then I also love Archie because, I don't think Archie and Horatio's friendship is obviously complete without Archie. But yeah. What about you, V? Who's your favorite character?
Mine is Captain Pellew, because I think in this episode, he sort of, we see the beginnings of like a father-son mentor relationship of Horatio and Pellew, and it's really nice to see how, as if he is very steadfast and dignified, but at the same time he's like a father figure, and his role and this role develops even more as the season progresses and all of the episodes. But definitely he is up there.
Yeah, I definitely agree that Pellew's definitely one of the best characters in Hornblower.
Yeah.
I also love the friendship between him and Horatio, the father-son. Friendship is so cute.
It's actually also nice to see like the people like Styles, because they really add humor to the series. It's nice to see that until the end, even if we're not talking about the entire series, how his presence is always there. So I forgot the name of the other one. Do you guys remember? So there's Styles, but what was the other one?
Matthews.
Matthews, yes, Matthews.
Also right.
Matthews is super.
And Finch is only in the first 2 episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So about characters, how about characters we dislike? I think there's only one name.
Yes.
Tell us, Sarah. Tell us, Esther.
My least favorite is Simpson, of course. Yes, it's sort of why he's cool, evil, and you can see in the end very pacific. I really hate him. And otherwise, I don't have another character I don't like. It's only Simpson, I will say. Yes.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you. I think Simpson's got to be like the main like evil bully in it. But I think the thing about Simpson is that he like stays in Horatio's head throughout the whole episode, and even in some way throughout the whole series, he's like Horatio's always had that experience in the first episode that's kind of in a way changes him as well, because it makes him realize that he has to be kind of in a way tough when he's in the Navy, and he can't be just like innocent. He has to like change himself a little bit. But yeah, he's definitely the villain in that first episode.
Yes.
Yes. So about all of these is this entire world of the Hornblower series and the books. But how did you first started watching the show? How was it introduced to you? Was it through the books or the series or the original movie?
I started with the series. I never watched the movie of Hornblower. And I started just with the first book. I found the series because I searched for period dramas, and then I found Hornblower, and I started to watch it, and I love it so much. It was such a great storyline, and yes, that's the reason I started to watch it.
Why did you continue watching it?
I think it was very interesting to see what is going on. And I also love the character of Horatio. He's very cute. And I also love the actor. Ian Griffith is a great actor. That's the reason I continue to watch it.
Yeah, what about you, Esther?
So I started watching it because my parents had seen it already, and I like saw it and I was like, oh my gosh, this is such a good series, especially for like the late 1990s. Like it's really, really good. And I was like, oh, okay, well, I'll just finished off the series, and when I had finished, I was like, okay, I'll watch it again then. But yeah, like you said, Sarah, the cast are like so great, and Ewan Grufford and Jamie Bamber have like stayed friends as well, which I think's like amazing that they've like kept their friendship as well. What about you, V?
I really, I guess, enjoyed watching it with family, and we've also rewatched it because I find rare to find like wholesome, fun, adventurous TV shows, and it's such a different take on like the Navy and that time, and it's just so unique, and it's um, like a new experience, growing with the characters, but also fascinating to learn about history um, through um, watching the series. But yes, no, I appreciate how it is. They have good values, and you see it through the characters and through friendships and through experiences Horatio, Archie have, um, and Captain Pellew. So each of them have their own like fruit to bring, which is very insightful and uplifting at times.
Like you definitely learn a lot about like the history of Navy as well. And it's like you said, it's a very interesting way to like learn a lot about it. What were you gonna say, Sarah?
I also love the costumes they wear. They are very accurate. I know
Yeah.
because I study some old Royal Navy costumes, and they are very accurate to the original ones. And I like when movies and series have historically correctly. They are not they don't wear wrong clothes. For me, that's very important. Yes, that's also a reason why I really love this series. It's very good made with the costume.
So a question I have is about the books versus the series and the episodes. However, I must say I haven't read the books, but recently purchased the lovely collection from the Folio Society. They really have wonderful editions there, and they have like three sort of boxes. So we got the first box, but I know that Sarah, you've read the books, and how can you compare the book through the episode?
In the book, there's a lot of different scenes that which not in the series. For example, Clayton doesn't appear in the book, and also Archie is not a lot to see in the books. It's just he just says some sentence, but it's not an important person. For me, this area in this way better because I really like the friendship between Horatio and Archie, and I also think it's a pity that Clayton doesn't appear in the book because I also like his character. But the book is also very interesting. We will start to read the second book soon, and I'm very excited to see how different it is to the series.
Thanks for sharing that. What about you, Esther? Did you read the books?
I'm like halfway through the first book at the moment, and yeah, Archie's definitely not in it as much, and there are like just a bit, and there are like a couple of scenes as well that aren't in the series, like quite not in a way significant scenes as well, but like in the series they've just changed them a bit to make it fit. But yeah, I'm still currently reading that.
Cool. No, so thank you for sharing all of your thoughts, and um, I'm glad that this episode had and um, good impressions for us. And to close, I wanted to ask where we can let our audience know where to find us. So for mine, it's just bring back Horatio Hornblower at IG. And what about you, Esther?
So my name on Instagram is Horatio's Archie.
And mine is Hornblower Journal.
So Esther, would you like to bring us to a close?
Yeah, so you can check out our Instagram account and our YouTube channel. And yeah,
Thank you so much for joining us today.
thanks. Thank you for listening.
Thank you.